Hi, everyone. Welcome back to The Roar, your source of small snippets of information about research and other happenings in the CASK community. I'm Hitomi Kubo with Project CASK, and tonight I have with me Ali Dowell as well. So this episode of The Roar is an exciting one, and I hope that I don't find myself saying that every single time I record one, but it really is an exciting one. If you recall in the previous edition, I talked about the request for applications that we had out to support basic and translational research for treatments for CASK gene disorders. And this announcement, which is an upcoming epilepsy study for people with CASK gene disorders, is representative of another area of funding that Project CASK would like to make to support studies that address quality of life today and some of the symptoms that people with CASK gene disorders and our children deal with on a day-to-day basis. So this study, which we hope will launch in about a month, is being led by Dr. Asim Shahid at Cornell and New York Presbyterian, who I was really fortunate to be introduced to very early on our CASK journey, just a couple months after Esme was diagnosed. So it's been a long time in the making for this study to come to fruition, but we're really excited because it's the first really detailed study, comprehensive study to characterize epilepsy and seizures in people with CASK gene disorders. So this study, and I need to read the title, is entitled Identifying Biomarkers for Epilepsy in Patients with CASK-Associated Pathogenic Variants. And it is not actively recruiting. Dr. Shahid's team just submitted their institutional review board proposal, which needs to be approved and should take about 1 month, and at which time we then will be able to really launch the study fully. But it will be open to people who have epilepsy diagnoses, as well as those who do not have epilepsy diagnoses in the CASK community, but do have EEGs. Right now, the study also will be focusing on the US population, the US-based population, but absolutely with the aim to expand that over time in due course to the global CASK community as well. So as I said, really exciting news. And over to you, Ali, to talk a little bit more about the study.
Of course. Hi, everyone. So the study is going to review a bunch of different information about our kids. So we are going to look at EEGs and EEG tracings. We're going to look at MRI images and MRI reports, our genetic variants. And this is because we want to understand if there are any trends that are occurring among the EEGs or among the genetic variants that might give us insight as to who is developing epilepsy, who is likely to develop epilepsy, and who is not. There will also be a caregiver survey that is administered as part of the study. And this is just going to ask questions about what type of epilepsy does your child have? What is the frequency of those seizures? Are they happening daily? What are the triggers? What medications has the child been on? If they have been good for treating epilepsy, or if they've had any bad side effects or just ineffective altogether. And if your child has had any epilepsy type movements that maybe aren't being categorized as seizures on EEG. And when we take all this information together, we'll be able to get a whole picture idea of how epilepsy is impacting our community.
So for now, just stay tuned. We will definitely send out some more information once we receive that IRB approval. Please sign up for the Project CASK newsletter to get updates. And you can also email Ali or me or anybody part of the team, as well as research@projectcask.org, and we will send updates as soon as we're able to share more information.
Thank you all, and we look forward to launching this very soon.